The List Game is a conversational improv game. We discuss a hypothetical situation, and our cast has drawn a series of phrases from the chicken hat. Their goal is to slip those phrases into the conversation. Every time they do successfully, they get a point. If someone says, "Hey, that's on your list," and catches them, then they get that point. You can also bluff, making up your own. And if someone calls you, you get a bluff point. Do you tip your waiters, waitresses, bartenders? How about tip your podcasters? We need some help with this. Please go to patreon.com/listgame and give us $1 a month. It adds up to about 25 cents an episode. Contact us at listgame@cox.net, COX. Our Twitter is @thelistgame. It's not going down on me, it's going
No,
down.
it's go on town. Go to town on me. And it is all about
Going to
down
town.
on me, but you got to go to town.
What's going on for you? And it's time to shut up and celebrate. Because this is episode number 40.
Wow.
Damn.
Episode number 40 of the List Game.
Ow!
I'm your host, Daniel French. To my left, drinking beer and eating pizza, is our philosophistic master, Rod Diaz. Sitting in a leather chair and always changing the color of her hair is Kathy Lieberman.
Which care?
The carpet does not match the drapes. On the futon, but never gone, is Blake Bunland.
What's up, bitches?
Oh man, I got the burps. All right. Underneath the futon, he's been there since the episode last week. He's still down there. Is Dean Garcia. And our new member that we introduced to you last week is the man giant, now dwarfing the great Dean. Joey! Forgot your last name, Joey.
I can has cheeseburger.
Oh, yeah.
Joey I can has cheeseburger. It's Dutch.
Today's List Game topic is Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, Danica Patrick, the race car driver, Tony Hawk, the skateboarder, Ali Wong, very dirty comedian, Ira Glass from America something or other.
This American
NPR.
Life.
Thank you very much. And Sarah Winchester, the lady that went crazy after her husband who invented the Winchester rifle died and built a house with doors and hallways and stairways that went every which way.
I believe it was his father.
Yeah, so, well, they're all getting together. And they're going to build and open an amusement park. What will the rides be like? What will they argue about? How will they make this thing work? The floor is open.
Well, naturally, Sarah Winchester will be designing the park. She knows how to ghost-proof an establishment. So there will be lots of rides that go nowhere.
Lines 2 rides that go nowhere. Wait, wasn't I in line for a ride?
You get to the front of the line and it's just a brick wall.
Yeah,
It
it's kind of
confuses the guests, but
kinda
it
like-
confuses the poltergeists as well.
it's just like introducing the human slingshot. At the end of it is not pillows; it's a fucking brick wall.
Is human slingshot on your list?
God damn it!
Down one day.
I was thinking
Human
thinking
Slingshot
that
is off of the list.
right out of the gate.
He's on fire.
He was,
Takes a lot of balls to
good
be the
job.
first one
Yeah,
out, though.
exactly.
It takes a lot of balls to be the first one out.
Yep.
Balls out, Joey.
Balls out.
They are most of the time.
Put him back in. Jesus.
I thought you wanted to fondle them compared to last time.
You can at least put him in your mouth.
This is getting nasty. There will be trapdoors.
Okay. Trapdoors.
Clearly.
Yeah. Because they've got those at the Winchester Mystery House also. Stairs
Yes.
that lead to nowhere.
Yes.
Laser beams.
Ira Glass steps
Ghost
up. He's
Star.
got an idea. He wants to do like the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, only, kind of boring for him. Stand in a long line to sit in a chair and watch ghosts jump around. No. We're going to have the Haunted Saloon. That's where you go in to drink, and it's a ride at the same time. So you can go in, have some beers, whatever you like to drink.
Whiskey.
Is Haunted Saloon on your list?
Yes, it is.
Yes!
Damn.
Wow.
Taffy.
I was gonna go deeper with that, and
Go
I'm
deeper.
still gonna.
Go deeper. I will let you go deeper
Alright.
before I interrupt.
Cat is on fire today. Look out.
Before I enter.
Just let her burn.
Just let it burn. The witch.
Eyes on
She'll be more useful as charcoal.
The charcoal heats up the meat good.
Joining her ancestors, is she?
Ooh, I'm glad you made that
Hey.
joke.
So it is the only place in the park where it's also a brothel,
Oh.
and you can go out with like ghost chicks and get a little. What do you call it?
What gas
Ghost
she is.
pussy?
Yeah, a little gussy.
A
Yeah.
little ghost head, yeah.
Ectoplasm.
A little poltergeist hanky panky.
Yeah.
No chance of knocking them up.
Gives a whole new meaning to the name Slimer.
You don't need the lube. you got the
Imagine a
slime.
blowjob from
The ectoplasm
Slimer.
does it.
It's a good lubricant.
And if we're fucking ghosts, you can fuck the ghosts of all kinds of hot chicks from history. Cleopatra, Joan of Arc.
I was gonna say I'm going Joan of Arc, man. That's who I want first.
Isn't she like
I
Crazy
don't know what
bitch
she
who
looked
was
like, but she
poisoned.
must have been hot. She had to be.
Because she's French and blonde.
I'm just not going for Catherine the Great.
I don't know. I would have gone for like
That'd be
Kathy
a
the
loose
Great.
ride, man.
I don't know. I probably would have gone for like Henry VIII's first wife, like Catherine of Aragon. Like
She's
by,
the purest.
by all description, she was.
The
she was
first
like,
one would probably be the hottest one.
Yeah, she was the
It was
hottest
like before
one.
Henry got really fat.
Anne
Yeah,
Boleyn.
but the problem
Anne
was
Boleyn was pretty hot.
well, in modern interpretations, but they say. I was reading, at some of the manuscripts at Hampton Court when I was in London that she was actually more plain looking, but she was a little more witty than Catherine. So believe it or
Maybe she had a
not,
nice pair of tits.
Catherine was probably closer to more of the dumb blonde stereotype. But she was very exotic, being a blonde Spanish princess. I mean, who wouldn't hit that? Anyways,
Dean.
Concur.
So and then there's the Catherine the Great ride, which is only for people who want to ride a certain utensil, and that's where they tie a horse to a tree with its back to the tree, and you can get on the horse and ride it. Because Catherine the Great used to do that, and it's even been.
Didn't she die that way, or
Well,
was that just a total urban legend?
It's
urban
it's
from
been
the
argued.
1700s.
Yeah,
It's been argued because it's there are scientists or whatever, historians or whatever that say that's bullshit or whatever, but it's in some manuscript somewhere that says, yeah, that's how she died. She tied a horse to a tree and she was having sex with the horse, and the rope broke and the horse fell on her.
Sucks.
No, it
I
Happens
almost
to
had a
everybody.
horse. I almost had a horse fall on me. Well, it didn't really fall.
You were doing the same thing, right? I knew that about you, Rod.
I mean, if you can fuck a monarch, then what about Marie Antoinette?
oh,
She
down
was
the neck,
she was a babe.
down the.
Why would you want to fuck a butterfly?
What?
A monarch.
monarch butterfly.
Come on, and speaking of, he's got to be part of the park. There's got to be a whole section of the park just for the monarch. If you don't know who the
right.
monarch
Venture
is,
Brothers.
you got to watch the Venture Brothers
Yeah,
and
he's
see that
awesome.
bad guy, the monarch, and he's like this big
The
evil
monarch.
butterfly dude.
with his wife.
I did enjoy the Venture Brothers.
So I
That
have a
was the first
question
time I
though.
watched it.
We're talking about this amusement park. There's got to be like a food court or an eating area, right?
Yes.
Where can we go and
That's also why we have the haunted saloon, and then, yeah, there's food areas right around there.
Because I was gonna say, where can we go and get like our warm fish salad? You know?
Is that on your list?
No, it's not.
You bluff coin!
Nice.
Boom!
I think
Well,
we
I
should
think-
put Tony Hawk in charge of making the refreshments.
Oh, yeah.
Because skateboarding's totally lame.
Oh god damn it!
Tony Hawk can make the deep fried butter.
No, it's not how he makes his salads. Is they have this big, huge wooden salad bowl thing.
And he
That's-
skates through.
And he skates through it, and they throw the lettuce and stuff in there, and his wheels chop it up.
I hear Tony knows how to toss a mean salad.
Oh, Tony Hawk's a nice dude, man.
How would you know? Has he tossed your salad lately?
No, but he could.
Croutons galore.
Well, I think the Ira Glass ride is actually what it is it's a booth where you go in and you spend 6 hours. You got to pay a lot of money for this.
Listening to people tell their life
No.
story.
It's the booth is going to be called the TED Talk of You. And so you go in for 6 hours and you get interviewed about your life. And then 3 months later comes out the TED Talk of You, gets sent to you. And then there you are, all proud of this beautiful story of your boring life. And you post it on Facebook, but only too late because everybody else on Facebook has already done the TED Talk of themselves. And so it's just like...
And nobody reads it anyway.
And nobody reads it anyway, so you spend all this
You
money
get a couple
for it.
likes of people that were just scrolling by. Oh,
But
I know that person.
everybody's life is like beautiful now because it's the TED Talk of you, and it's just
You know,
this-
Ira Glass doesn't do TED Talks, right? You know that.
I know he doesn't, but he does these beautiful stories of anybody. You know, like the stories that he creates are just like incredible.
No, and one of his rides is This American Wife. And you go into this house, and it's kind of like
You bring your wife
no, it's
in
like
with
it-
you and he fucks your wife.
that could happen. I was going to say it's like a big live action Sims,
This is not my
You know.
beautiful wife.
and you're all walking around with these little jewel things over your head, and if you're one of the people that aren't doing one of the Sim things, then you get to sit down and control the other people.
I think Danica Patrick needs to be in charge of the bumper car spin-off that we have.
Yeah, totally. They
Is
should
the
be like...
Sims on your list? The
No, it's a bluff
Ah,
point.
damn it.
Nice.
I almost thought.
Yeah, we
Sorry.
need to have a Thunder Road with Danica Patrick. And if you crash, you die in real life.
Nice.
And then you can be one of the ghosts that fucks people at the brothels.
Nice.
Well, I think the Danica ride should be where
It should just be Janica.
Is it
in
like
doggy
Twisted
style.
Metal style, and the cars have weapons and stuff?
That's right. It's like
Are we fucking
it's-
talking like Mad Max here?
No, it's like a Mario Kart Double Dash, and you've got Koopa shells and banana peels.
Banana peels.
Yeah, power ups.
Watch out for those blue Koopa
Yeah, those are
shells.
cool.
Those will
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
you over.
Oh, yeah.
I think it should be.
We've got magic mushrooms.
I think to get into the Danica ride is the men have to go through they have to dress up in drag just to give you the pressure of what it's like to be a woman in a man's field. Listen, you guys are all just like suddenly quiet.
You do realize that all race suits look the same, right?
No, but to get
Crickets.
pole position, the men. have
She's
to dress
already
up-
on the pole.
Yeah, you know
Danica's got pole position
Yeah,
any
I
night
know,
she wants it.
I know. She's packaged up like a cute little thing.
Because isn't she like? Was it Aaron Rodgers that she was with right now? Like,
The NFL dude.
yeah.
Yep. But but you have to. All the men have to dress up in drag and then face a bunch of these like lifer prisoners, who who are told before they go in that they can have sex for 15 minutes with the guy they choose who's dressed up in drag, and they got 20 of these prisoners looking at one guy individually and rating them.
Oh, and some of the prisoners are the chicks from Orange is the New Black. Too.
No, they're only men.
come
They're
on.
only men. So all
Are you
these
assuming
men,
their gender?
You're assuming they're
No, they're only the men. Only the
She's
men
defining.
Goddamn,
What if they
Shawshank.
don't identify as men?
No, and then after you go through this, the men then get to go and do their pole position around the track. After being demeaned, and put in a position of just being an object of flesh only, and then you
Yeah,
get
but
to
men
race.
like that.
Yeah, no, they like doing that, but they don't like being it.
No, they like being it. Trust me from the voice of a man.
The lines would be atrocious.
I guess you would be in pole position 1, Daniel.
I am every night. Every night.
So
Okay,
where
so
does
they-
Dexter come in?
I was just about to bring them up. They start breaking ground. You know, we haven't really built the place yet. So we're starting to build the place. We're breaking ground. And there's this one area of the park that's got literally a huge gopher problem. Not just a lot of gophers. I'm talking huge gophers.
We need to bring in Bill Murray from
Yeah,
Caddyshack.
calling Carl Spagler.
Well, no, Dexter's.
Hola,
Dexter,
guys. I got
he
a
says-
salami
he
I
says,
gotta hide.
My lap? I can't do a good Dexter voice. Didi, stay out of my lap. Yes, thank you. I got to be Russian, yes. And he says, I've got a great idea. We're gonna take these giant gophers and we're gonna make them part of the ride. We're going to hunt them. And what it is you get in line, and when you get your ticket or whatever you do, they give you a pair of overalls and either like a hoe or a pitchfork or something.
Real life whack-a-mole.
And you go on the great farmer adventure. And your goal is to start a farm and actually get your seeds sown without the giant gophers eating your seeds.
Which seeds are we talking about?
They could be. No, I'm talking like Brussels sprouts and broccoli and shit.
Aren't we all trying to get our seeds sown?
Those you go back to the saloon. But,
And lose your seed into the gaseous ectoplasm.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Kathy. Duh.
Of course.
I think Dexter needs to invent a time machine that, I mean, we can just call that a ride. You can
No,
travel
wait.
back
Did
in
he ever
time.
invent a time machine in any of his cartoons?
Probably. I
Okay,
haven't
let's
seen an
assume
episode
so.
in forever.
So he's
but,
got one somewhere in the back of the lot. Well, what are we going to do with the time machine?
Oh, we'll just call it a ride, and you can, like, travel to any point in history that you want. And woo, it's a ride. Woo, look at you, you're in the past. Or the future, if that's your
I say
thing.
you don't get to go to the one that you want. It's a random spin of the wheel.
That would be cool.
It's like, yeah, round and round you go. You're in Napoleon's latrine.
Yeah, you get to pay for the better ones. You got to pay more. If you
You get to live the real Jurassic Park.
as the little insect that gets eaten
You
by
get to
the
see
whatever
Jeff
pterodactyl.
I mean, we could keep the saloon stocked with dinosaur meats. Like, you know, those suckers have a lot of meat on their
That's
bones.
our Jurassic Park.
Yeah, little
version.
Bronchiosaurus burgers, Stegosaurus steaks, pterodactyl. What food product starts with a T?
Pterodactyl
Tacos!
tar.
Pterodactyl
Tacos.
tacos. There you go.
Come on, you guys, call them on one of
I
those,
know.
man.
I want to
Which
call
one is it? Which
It's
one
the
is
middle.
it?
It's the middle one. It's the.
No, it's not.
Ah, damn it. You got the bluff point.
As far
I
as you
was
know.
No, the middle one, the center one. What was the one before?
I'm not going to give it to you because I
No, the
told you to do it.
Stegosaurus
It was-
steak is the one I wanted to call you on.
Well, do you want to call me
I'm
on
gonna
that?
call you on it.
Yeah, that's on my list.
little
We'll give it to
a little
her.
Wagyu
Well, no,
style
I was gonna call it. You
Tyrannosaurus.
threw it out before I was.
Okay, if you were
I
going to
was
call
going
it, then
to
all right,
call
I'll
him.
trust you
I
on
was
that.
totally gonna
Otherwise,
call
I
him.
feel bad for getting Blake
No,
busted.
I will.
Yeah.
I will let you. I'll let you know that I'm not being.
All right, and then we got the
I try to
thing-
be honest.
We got the fast pass thing where
Sure.
you can go to the head of the line, but you don't pay for it with money because we have a lot of area that we want to dig tunnels in for other rides and everything, right? And it's just all salt, you know. So we need, and you get your little your spelunker hat, you know, the helmet with the light on it, and you get a little pickaxe and they send you underground and you're all whistling and picking through the mines, clink, clink, clink. And it's a ride in itself, but in exchange for it, you get your free pass to get ahead of line on the other rides.
Seems fair.
That's my fast pass.
Sounds like slave labor compensation right
Yeah,
there.
right there, totally. It's
Speaking of
salt mines.
Shawshank, right?
And what else could we mine under the amusement park?
Oh shoot.
Pudding. You know, if you dig
pudding.
deep enough, you find lots of pudding in the earth.
It also depends on where the amusement park is. There's got, there could be a place where there's a lot of coal. It could be a place with
Yeah.
gold.
Or the whole volcanic tubes thing, you can find all the diamonds and stuff.
What about the petrified feces?
Coprolites.
It does happen. They find it a lot.
Because then you can extract the DNA from stuff and even the bacteria. From
That's
way
fun
back.
when
Well,
you're
why
digging
would we
in the
need
salt
to if
mines,
we've got a time
especially.
machine that takes us
Well, then
back
you
to
don't
the-
you
It's fun when you're
wanna
digging
have-
in the salt mines, because then, like, every once in a while, they're like doing it like a salt lick, and they're just licking the salt, and then you hit that feces thing. And,
Well, see,
Oh, that tastes like shit.
Ew, vomit comet.
we still that'll get rid of all paleontologists if we have a time machine.
What did you say, Joey?
I was like, ew, vomit comet.
Is that on your list?
God damn it.
God,
one for
vomit
Blake.
comet.
You used that one wrong, Joey. A vomit
Yeah, I thought I
comet is
heard
like a
something
gnarly
that was on your
roller
list.
coaster.
Oh, shit.
Should have waited till we
Oh.
got into some good roller coasters to bring that one up. Rod's been too quiet. I'm gonna have
He's
to.
waiting. He's waiting for his time, listening to
biding
all
very
the
pensive.
Okay, so
the garbage.
you know how when you, speaking of roller coasters, you get on the roller coaster and the thing comes down to hold you in, right? Ours, we have at least one ride where as that thing comes down on your waist, there's like this kind of handcuff deal that goes between your legs and locks down.
the cup for the men.
It can be for a woman too. It has an attachment.
Just to make sure you don't
And-
get
and-
hit in the
and-
balls by something. Or in the lady nards.
The lady nards.
We call that ride like the whoopee cushion or something. I don't know.
There's no.
And on the
What,
part that
Kat?
goes over your shoulders where it hits your chest, there's these little pincher clinchers, right? And that ride is the purple nurple. And then we have
I
another
gotta
one.
call you on something, but
Then
I
you
can't.
have another one
I
where
can't.
it's got all that, and where you sit down on your seat, instead of it being a flat seat, it's got like a wedge that comes up and goes in between your butt cheeks, and that's the wedgie.
Was that you, Kat?
Yes, it was me
Get out.
because I'm trying to
Get
I'm
out.
trying
Oh
to
my gosh,
acquire
isn't that
network.
ring from that like really horrible commercial?
I know. Yes, it is.
That's like the antiquated T-Mobile.
Yeah, it is an old T-Mobile.
And we have the T-Noble ride. And the T-Noble ride,
It's like
what
the
is it?
Verizon ride, but worse.
No, you scream and nobody hears you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Trying to
Nobody ever hears you ever. And
trying
that's
to
where you
look up
die.
a name that I was given on my list, so that's why I'm trying to figure.
Which
this
one?
out. I'm not telling you. You're trying to trick
Steven.
me.
Stephen Petty.
No, Steven Adler, drummer for Guns N' Roses.
All right, I got another one. You get in this. It's a sphere that you get into.
A sphere or a spear?
A sphere.
Are you saying
a
that you?
globe?
Are you saying
How
that
can you get into a spear? A spear gets into you.
Santa
she
got
gets
into
speared.
a spear last night.
Yeah, she told me about that too.
Rosanna.
So you get into this sphere, you get into this globe, and it's all viscous and oily on the outside, not on the inside. You're nice and dry, right?
Viscous fluid is my favorite kind of fluid.
But like you
Buttery
can be in it and run, and it spins and all this shit.
You're like a hamster.
And then when you
with-
stop, you go woo woo woo. You flip around, and it gets dropped into another a cylinder, a tube of oil, right? And there's a heater at the bottom, so it gets a little warm
So it's like
in
butter.
here.
It's like
No,
butter, and then you get fried.
It's a giant lava lamp.
Oh,
And you're glooping and blopping into each other and bumping into each other.
that's cool.
And you make the globe so like the closer it is, the closer you are to it, the I guess, more normal you look, and as you go back, it like stretches your face and stuff. So you're all looking at other people, and they're all like stretching and dripping.
Okay, I gotta ask. Is giant lava lamp on your list?
Yes, it
That's
is.
Good job. Good job.
Well, it's actually giant lava lamp ride.
Well, what if it's just the same thing, the same sphere with just butter all around it, and then you get dropped into a frying pan and you're just fried like some
Gosh,
French
Kathy,
toast.
sadistic.
Blueberry French toast.
I was going to
So
say,
you got some
is it
dough.
called the stir fry? But no, okay, we're French toast.
No, we're
so-
French toasting, buttered up, and then you're flipped
Yeah,
over.
the only toast that surrenders.
French toast. The big butter boysenberry French toast.
Cool. Great idea,
I'm
Kathy.
going to make sure not to look at my clipboard. I
that.
think I gave that last one away because I was looking.
No, that's why I'm making little notes here. So
I think we should
you gotta-
have some water-based rides.
Here comes Rod.
Oh, you got to have water-based rides.
We need to go underwater.
You got to have the log jammer.
Right?
Rod
You gotta
just
have
woke
your
up.
Submarine.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Rod on whatever he says for water because I just said the log jammer, and I have a feeling in my world that's nothing to do with water.
No water
Oh,
involved.
shit.
Maybe some lubricant,
Wait,
if you're lucky.
Log Jammer. Wasn't that the one at Six Flags, or...
There was this one at Six Flags. I remember that one in San Francisco area. Oh, and you look up, beautiful, just high rise.
You get a pirate ride.
Give me
Pirate
a water ride, Rod.
Come on, Rod.
I like the submarine one you started to talk about. I want
Yeah, we should have a total submarine ride.
What if we like recreated Bikini Bottom so you could go underwater and visit the Krusty Krab and order Krabby
So
Patties and
Bikini
such?
Bob from SpongeBob and all that.
Yeah, you could visit all your favorite characters.
Go say
I
hi.
think that would
You
be
could
in
go
the
to the,
kids section of the park.
Go say hi to Fred the fish.
Is Krusty Krab on your list?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Damn it.
Oh.
Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Kathy.
That's all I give you. Now. Stop
Speaking of water, I'll be right back.
it. He's going to make some water. Oh my God. Just take the whole town with you.
Oh, yes,
Dear
Blake,
God.
Blake,
Okay, everybody relax.
Blake is, from now on, no longer known as the voice that's moist because he's got such a peanut bladder. He's now the underwear that's moist.
Incontinence. Incontinence. Okay. I guess I'm going to go after.
It figures Kathy would know like the scientific word for
Well,
peanut
you know
bladder.
what? Oh, peanut butter. Well, the reason why. Oh my God, the reason why I'm about to tell you. Never mind. Just call it Kegel
Now,
exercises.
where is my phone? I can find it now.
Now I can do all my words on my list right now. We're
There you
gonna
go.
do the
Sneak them all in
kanji-
when everybody gets
the
up.
kanji ride on the parade route to
Is the parade route on your list?
no, let's see.
I want to do.
Oh.
There's a ride called Zulu Dawn. And-
Zulu Dawn.
Yeah,
Z Dawn. Okay.
You dress up like a soldier
Okay.
and you stand at the bottom of a hill, and a whole bunch of people run down the hill and trample you.
You just want me to call you on that those two words, Zulu Dawn, but I'm not going
Zulu
to.
Dawn,
I'm not
man.
going to call
Did
you
ever
on
see
it.
the movie Zulu Dawn?
Oh, it's a movie. No, okay. I'm not going to call you on it anyways. I wasn't going to. It looked like a call me on this. Call me on this.
Hey everyone, I'm back. What were you looking at
you
on your
watch
phone?
it?
Joe?
Oh, I got another one. I got
I
another
didn't
one.
hear you washing your
Wait,
hands.
I ain't done with
Guys
the water
don't have
stuff.
to
Oh, wait,
wash their
Rod's
hands
not
when
done
they
with
do
that. I'm gonna let him
number
do
one.
Number
That is to
one.
say.
Yes, they do.
No,
So
no.
we need
Piss
to have
is
a Pirates
sterile.
of Somalia.
But not.
Piss is sterile. First of all.
Pirates
Not your
of Somalia.
Where you get captured.
Instead of Pirates of the Caribbean,
I'm the captain
it's
now.
updated. It's
I'm the
Pirates of
captain now.
Somalia. You're on an
Pirates of
oil
Somalia.
tanker, being taken hostage.
Totally. And I think we should have a Poseidon adventure.
A Poseidon adventure. Oh, where the boat flips upside down and then you get to run
You
up
gotta
to
go up
it.
through the inside of the
to the
boat.
bottom. That's
Through
nice.
the upside down.
That's on your list.
Yes.
Which one? Oh,
Say what it is. What's on his list?
The Poseidon Adventure.
man. Yeah. God, you're better than that. I know you are.
One for Joey.
Hey.
But then you gotta have. There's always going to be that fat lady who had to go on the ride with her kid, and she's going to do the Shelley Winters. Oh, I was the great swimmer. I don't know if you know that part of the movie. I think she died.
You're talking about the original one, right? Yeah. Yeah, she's like, I was a great swimmer, heart attack, dies.
Yep.
Okay, so back to
And then the hot one just like gets shaken and falls to her death, and you're like, why?
Okay, so back to I want to talk about Ali Wong, the Ali Wong ride, which is just
Just get pregnant to make money. That's the Ali
Yeah,
Wong
well,
ride.
To give birth, yes.
yeah. Well, it's like what it is. It's the ride you're heading towards her ride, and it's called Tunnel of Asian Love. So it's kind of like
It's a
okay,
big
this is
wrecked vagina,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. It starts off with these very demure images of couples, Asian couples that are barely touching each other, but they got some the Chinese. Some Chinese lettering and symbols of love, and the Powerpuff Girls and so on. Just it looks very, very demure and shy. And then you walk in, and this tunnel greets you, and it's Ali Wong's face with her mouth just jacked up to full, like unnaturally, and then her eyes are kind of head to nose are just crunched up against that top of her jaw or top of her mouth. Glasses just sitting
The way
there
she
about-
looks when she's screaming on stage.
Yeah, and then you get on that. The ride. It's water going through, and you get on the boat, and it carries you through this jungle ride into the Ali Wong jungle. And
Welcome to
and
the
it's-
jungle.
and to the concrete jungle. And but you go in, and it's all this lukewarm Asian comedy that's kind of interesting. You wouldn't do the ride a second time, but it's interesting.
But you
to
don't
see an
necessarily
Asian-
regret seeing it the first time. You feel good about yourself for sitting through the whole
They
thing.
provide cotton candy with meth in it.
Yeah, but it's just
Wait,
Is that on your list?
Yeah.
Yes.
it's just a nasty Asian woman saying it's just kind of it's entertaining to see just this cute little Powerpuff Girl looking Asian woman just saying these rude jokes, but they're not really great.
I know.
jokes.
It's like I put her in the same class as Amy Schumer. You know, they think they're
Amy
funny.
Schumer I like a little bit more than her.
Yeah, but she's
Really?
so annoying. No.
Did you go and see that movie she put out just recently in theaters? Theaters?
Yeah, I saw
You did?
it. It's
No, I saw
knew
the
it.
one that
I
wasn't
didn't
in
go to
theaters. That was more
No,
interesting.
I don't go to theaters anymore. I just do the.
Not sure if that was a
$1.99.
porn joke or if it was a straight to video release kind of joke.
Oh, that was a different actress. That was Amy Cummer.
The
She's my
pole
favorite.
girl. The pole girl.
So you know how they have these escape rooms? Mm-hmm. I think we need a couple special escape rooms in our amusement park. We need some that fill up with acid.
Mm-hmm.
We need some. You know the game, The Floor Is Lava. We
Okay.
need some escape rooms
Little
in which the
steps.
floor is actually lava.
But you have little rocks to step on to get across.
better have
For a
some
time
liability
being, but, you know,
waivers.
waivers.
when they move
the
up,
lava is.
The lava is rising. You
Okay.
have a time limit.
Kind of like The Incredibles, where Mr. Incredible was.
And then the ones that don't make it through the lava escape room, they get cooked in the lava, and we serve them in the restaurant.
And
so
they
we
all-
can finally get around to eating people.
About time.
Here we go again.
And they
Is the
also get
floor
the
is
ghosts
lava on
for
your
the
list?
saloon whorehouse.
What?
Is the floor is love on your list?
Nope.
If it's not sex, it's cannibalism with this group. Jesus.
Only with Daniel.
Jesus.
Well, what's wrong with either of those? Kathy, judgmental.
Yeah.
Much.
That's right. I don't want to listen to some lukewarm Asian comedy. I want to hear some good stuff.
Who asked you?
You guys did. You invited me here.
I didn't invite you.
Neither
Yes,
did
you
I.
did. You secretly
My
did.
escape room is you have to go to the old folks' home and visit all the grandmas. and you wanted to only be there for like 10 minutes. And
But they rope you
you're,
in.
You're trying to get out of there and be polite, you know?
You've got to think of a.
Will you come and loofah my stretch marks?
Oh yeah.
That's the challenge. You've got to think of a polite excuse to get yourself out of there.
I would like you to pluck the nose hairs coming out of my nose and on my chin. It's like, oh no, please.
Mine will have battle-hardened spiders and lizards.
Battle hardened, so they've already been in fights.
Oh yeah.
They are very hardened by
So kind of like an amateur Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Guess.
So the spiders and lizards are like half human,
Yeah. Like humanoid little, like they were the rejects.
like
Those
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Poor little guys. Just
So
Maybe
like,
for the children's equivalent of the escape rooms, we can use that pudding we find deep beneath the Earth's surface for pudding escape rooms, and we can also make like gelatin escape rooms and the meth infused cotton candy.
Hey, you have to eat your way out of the middle of the meth-infused cotton candy.
and the more you eat,
You
the
get faster as
eat.
you go. Yeah.
and then for the like 13 and 14-year-olds, you have to eat your way out of Ali Wong.
You don't eat your way out of, you eat your way into and out of her mouth.
Gross.
That is gross.
It's probably cleaner because obviously she's not cool with swallowing.
Is she? No, yeah, it's one of her little.
That's why she's pregnant all the time.
Exactly. Honey, the kids are driving me crazy. Well, swallowing doesn't sound so bad now, does it?
Swallowing that little Asian penis.
Swallowing that warm
You're the
fish
expert
salad.
on that.
Actually, my first boyfriend was Chinese.
Did he like Chairman Mao?
No, he was a second generation from San Francisco.
Okay.
His
You
parents
think
were.
of Xi Jinping?
I don't know what that is. And I don't know if
He's
I
the current president.
Oh, yeah, no. He's totally American.
Yeah.
He had hair down to his waist. Hi, Dave. I'm not going to use your last name. But hi.
There has to be one escape room. I was gonna say, there has to be one escape room designed by Sarah Winchester.
Oh yeah, that you actually can't escape
It's-
out of.
it's just
There's
a big
way to
maze.
escape.
Yeah.
You just die in there.
Kind of goes on forever.
And the whole time the labyrinth theme song's playing in the background. Just you're trying to get
Or
out. but-
the whole amusement park is this maze escape room, right? And at the end of it, you're right back at wherever you parked your car. There you go. You want back in, you got to pay again.
That's bad. But it makes sense, you go towards the kind of like shoot. I'm not even gonna try on this one. I gotta try again.
That's okay, Joey. We can edit this out. Just rephrase yourself. Start over from the beginning.
I don't know, cause like you go towards like the dead ends, or what would be really cool is if one of them was like a rifle range where like the really sick guys
Winchester
are over
rifles.
there. Exactly. So you got people actually shooting at your ass while you're trying to get out of, Winchester's rifle range.
The rifle range is part of the escape
Exactly.
room.
You gotta run, or you're gonna get taken out.
I was
And
gonna
then we
say
can
we
have
need
the-
some rigged carnival games.
Kind of like
all amusement parks.
kind of like an
have
Iron Maiden kind of
Gotta
thing,
have
right? Run to the hills.
Well,
was that?
with you.
It's Dean. Hey there, sorry
No,
I
it's
couldn't
insane.
show up today.
Shut up, Adam.
Well, you know that Sarah Winchester got all into this because she felt so guilty over inheriting
All the
equivalently billions of dollars during a time when most people were freaking
Yeah,
poor
a lot
as
of people
anything.
were. No. It's my understanding that she was guilty over the fact
Guilty
that so
over
many
all
people
the
were
people
killed
were
by the
killed.
Winchester rifle.
Yeah.
Oh,
same,
is that it? Yeah.
Same reason why Alfred Nobel started a peace prize, because dynamite was starting to be used to blow people up.
What, he was invented it or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, we should have the Nobel
Well, she
dynamite
could've-
exhibit.
Well, she could have done
next to the
something.
Winchester
Yes.
powder.
Well,
room.
she could have done
Yes.
something more like that, like, instead of building frickin' alcoves in her house actually donate it to people who have been injured by
Nah,
frickin'
nah. Too easy.
husband's
Too easy.
guns.
She's got to
Just like
satisfy the
Well, I
ghost.
mean,
You're
you know,
all- you're just
I mean, do you
being
think
too
Gatling would have
logical.
done the same
Well,
thing?
it's not
You know,
logic. It's called.
shit
I have an
happens.
idea for.
She didn't have any. She
You
was
have
a
to
rich bitch.
incorporate, because people hate having to stop and not be ready to go on another ride because they had to stop and eat or whatever. So you incorporate a ride into the eating experience, into the food experience.
Yeah.
So,
You
like,
get some eggs. On the
no,
side
no.
up.
You order your food. There's maybe like 7 different things on the menu, right? And
Sunny side up. That's you.
Yes.
damn, you jumped on it too quick.
Okay, so I like
right,
this.
right.
Okay.
No,
I like where you're going.
You order your food, right? And you climb this big staircase and whatnot. And you get all rigged with your harness and you bungee jump into a vat of whatever you ordered. And the bungee stretches you way down into it, like if you ordered cottage cheese or spinach or something, and you go bloop down into it, and while you're in there you go and you eat it like really fast, like you're Homer Simpson. No.
Fuck voluntarily orders cottage cheese and
I
spinach.
just thought of something that would be fun to bungee jump into. I don't know.
But then what if you do that? Everyone eats with that's that ride. But then after that, you have to go on the fastest ride that has the most centripetal force and so on. And
That would have been a good
drops.
one for Vomit Comet.
And then you go through the Vomit Comet. You have this like layer of just vomit, and the next ride is people going through this vomit of just rotten fruit and food and cottage cheese, and it's like let's go through this. You have to survive that without vomiting, and you have to get to the other side, because then after
I think you make it like the big slide,
the slide,
and you slide through it.
You have to do it though. If you go through the fast ride and you vomit, you still have to go through that just to have the full. Well, you have to. It's just part of
What
the
if
ride.
you simply bungee jumped into a vat full of vomit? And you ate all the vomit.
No. The bungee
We
jump,
harvest all the vomit.
No, but
because
that would hurt
You gotta give
though.
him a draw. You gotta give him a draw. The draw is to bungee jump and eat the best food you like, and then you get to ride on the funnest ride you have.
Funnest.
But the most fun ride that you would ever go through, but then you're vomiting, and now the last part of it is you have to parade through this rotten vomit and crap and try and survive the vomiting.
So let me get this straight here. So you go on the bungee jump, you get to eat all the chopped liver on
Yep.
saltines you want, and then you go on the.
Well, you don't want to do saltines. That's not your favorite.
On the
food.
and then you go on the whirly blaster. No,
What if it
I'm
is?
referring to you. Anyway, so
Well, I would do. Let's see, what would I do? What would be my food? My
matzo
food
ball
would-
soup.
Matzo ball soup.
Okay, I got one.
is good.
You get to put on the big sumo wrestler fat suit thing,
Right.
but you're going to go into the big circle and you're going to sumo wrestle with a real sumo wrestler, right? And you're going to try to knock him out of the circle, but the fat sumo wrestler has eaten like a lot of chili and beans and stuff, and so
Gets
while
sick on you.
while you're bouncing around each other, he's like he's farting.
You got diarrhea on you.
It's the sumo wrestler fart experience, right? And then the next wrestling one is the wrestle the oiled pig event. That's where you gotta jump on the pig and hold it still for 3 seconds, but the pig is all covered in like Crisco oil.
Yeah.
And then the third one, my
I'm
favorite
talking
one,
about.
this is the one that's for the kids. It's really for the parents that want to get rid of their kids for a little bit. It's Velcro wrestling. So they put on a suit that's like one side of the Velcro, and the other kid's got the suit that's the other side of the Velcro, and the actual little arena that they're gonna wrestle in is all Velcro. So they all just end up stuck together in a lump, and you leave your kids there for a while you go to the saloon and have some drinks. And you come back and
And
you know where
pound the
they are
ghosts.
because they're stuck there.
You're very clever, Daniel, but I gotta call you on something. I'm gonna call you on wrestling the oil pig.
That's a bluff point.
Damn it!
Thanks, Kathy. There should be a carnival ride that consists solely of, well, not a ride per se, but a game that consists of shoving a solid gold clarinet up your ass.
Why solid gold?
And if you get it, well, because
And you eat
it's
the
better
same
than
chili
like,
and beans that the sumo wrestlers ate, so you can actually play the clarinet with your gas.
and if you shove it all the way up there, you win the clarinet.
Because they don't want it back.
And there are different levels for different skill sets, like solid gold triangles.
So I think
solid
to add
gold
on to
violin,
that,
solid gold flute.
Ooh, yeah. Well, that'd be easier.
And for the champion, the viola.
No, that would be
stand-up
the
bass.
cello.
Well, I like that. I like that. So in addition, you can actually, if you can hold on to whatever your bass instrument is and actually joust with it, then you could actually, that would
Joust
be another
from your ass?
Joust from your ass, using your ass. Are your muscles strong enough to joust with the other
So you
guy?
kind of have to run backwards.
Yeah.
You should do it on a wheelchair.
No, you should do it on a trampoline.
Wow. I don't know how you joust on a trampoline.
Well, you kind of have to still back up, but
I think a wheelchair is required. But
So are you sitting upside down in the wheelchair like Mork for Mork?
yeah, or we can make a special,
Head in the chair
wacky
and your butt sticking out?
wheelchair.
Oh, so your head's like sticking through the back of it.
Great
so,
big
so you
can
can
wheels.
see
sit,
it, man.
So you can sit. Well, but
You're-
okay, it helps.
Or you're on your knees,
okay,
right?
There
And
you
you're,
go.
and you're rolling backwards.
There you go.
You have to kind of like, it has rear view mirrors.
Yeah, totally.
I like the trampoline version, actually.
Okay. We go trampoline version.
I want to see
Can we
some-
put wheels on the trampoline?
I like trampolines
Wheel
anyways.
trampolines.
Well, we already
That
got
would get
Danica
messy.
Patrick, doing all those different road courses. We have to have one called the Fiery Wreck.
Nice.
And whoever
Jousting on
Jousting.
jousting on
Yes.
skateboards.
and whoever
Tony
and
Hawk.
so what happens
Tony
is
Hawk.
This whole
yeah.
jousting thing beats wrestling by far.
But
By far. We gotta do the jousting. Yes.
the
Because
jousting.
you don't have to touch skin.
Oh, I thought you were just cool with that anyway.
All this jousting is done naked.
Yeah, but you still don't have to touch skin. You just have to touch your spears together.
Just the tip.
Just don't let the
Jogging.
flow cross.
If it's sticking out of your ass, then you have to kind of have your pants pulled down.
Well, yeah, but you still
Unless
touch
you-
butt.
No, you can have those special shorts from the Flat Olympics. Do you know about those? They have these
Olympics.
the shorts with the hole in the center and the little
Nice.
tassels and stuff. So when you fart, you can see the tassels move, and that's how they did how many points you got for each
love
fart.
that.
If the tassels got lifted way up, oh, that's a 4-pointer.
or hell, just bring back the like the 1600s or whatever. Put
If you've never heard the Flat Olympics out there, you gotta listen.
You know,
to
just
it.
put-
It does
put up-
exist. It's out there.
Oh, I thought you made that up.
No.
Very clever, Daniel.
No, there's
But
even
I
a part
guess-
in it where like it's really close and and the last guy's like, oh, he only needs a 2-point freep to win, and it's all hushed and everybody's being
Freep.
quiet. He's a 2-point freep to win. That's actually one of the things that they call the different kinds of farts.
A freak.
And they go, wait, look at his face. He's going for it. He's going for the record, right? And then you hear this big old. And then the guy goes, oh, he's shit. He's disqualified.
You get disqualified to be shit. Oh, that's great. I love it. Love it. What about?
It's a highly recommended listen if
Oh,
you've
that's
never
funny.
heard it. It's really funny.
Very good. Very good.
And remember, this is the list game. Just because you said, oh, that's a real thing, and I said, yes, it is, I could be lying. I lie on the list game all the time.
I know, but you know what? That was so clever, though. I decided I liked it so much, I'm not going to even try. And
Kathy loves. The
I just
sound
brought
of the
that up
Flatch
because there's
Olympics.
people out there who think some of us actually are like the people we are on the list game. And it's like, well, kinda, and not always.
Kathy could be a real contender in the Flatch Olympics.
my brother taught me well, man. He used to record our farts. I wouldn't,
Kathy.
though. I wouldn't. Because it was like, he would.
Ooh,
But I
the
would-
fart fortune teller. You go into the fortune teller booth, right? Go in the fortune teller booth, and you know you have to eat the sumo wrestler beans and chili and all that.
Sumo wrestling.
And when you fart, she sprinkles this like fortune teller. No, she blows the smoke into your fart, right, from her hookah, and your fart changes color, and that's how she tells your
It's a
fortune.
spectrum analysis
and
of
it's
the
like-
fart.
yeah.
The color
And it's like-
of your
and it's like,
fart
oh, and if you want to do a
determines your
seance, you're like, oh, you know, you fart and she blows in it, and then you like this face appears in the smoke from your fart, and it's like, Grandma, is that you?
It's like H.P. Lovecraft, the color of space. It's the color
It's
of
the
fart.
silent seance.
The color
And then
of
for the
fart.
lower price point, for the entrance to the park, there's going to be one ride called Operation Shitstorm, right? And they're going to be like, what's Operation Shitstorm? And what they don't realize is, they're just walking underneath this booth, right? But the booth...
They're under the fortune teller booth.
No, they're not under the fortune teller booth.
When
They're
she ate
under,
a little too much
they're,
chili.
they're under the,
that was a little more than a fart.
they're under the latrines in general, and so all of a sudden they
Under
get
the
this
privilege.
rain of shit on them, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Boom! Operation Shitstorm. Just the kind of a little fart-tastic humor.
I gotta look up something. Sorry, guys.
Stop it, Kat. Stop it.
Looking up
I'm
shit
just
story.
so ignorant.
She's just looking up
I'm
porn.
just so ignorant. I can't even say ignorant right.
Well, I'll tell you when you guys are ready to do points, I am, because I can't wait to tell Kathy which wrestling one it was.
Yeah, but you know what? If you're clever with what you do, I won't call you on it. Just to let you know.
I'm ready.
I was close. All right, well, if you guys are ready.
I wanted to do a coconut thing too, but it just couldn't come together in my head. There was another one I had a great idea for that one of you guys reminded me of. And because we went off, I'm getting Alzheimer's. And like 3 seconds later, I couldn't remember what it was. And I was like, damn, it was there. It was on my head.
Alzheimer's
And it would've
doesn't
been a bluff
sound
point
so
so
bad,
easy.
though. It really doesn't, because you'll always be meeting new people.
That's true. You'll always be meeting new people, and whatever, anything else that you're suffering from, you'll always forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Nothing but happy
apparently it's not healthy. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like you're a kid again.
Or more like a goldfish.
That's also cool.
Jews? Really? Jews. Okay.
Yeah, what about them? Kat?
Well, there's apple juice and orange juice, and pineapple juice.
So there's Jews.
Ayahuasca juice.
The fiddler Jews. Fiddler Jews. Okay.
All right, Rod, what do you got? Your game was off today. I gotta apologize for. You gotta learn how to sneak that stuff in, man. No, you had a couple in there, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Uh-huh.
So wacky wheelchairs
Wacky wheelchairs.
and Pirates of Somalia.
Pirates of Somalia.
Those were tough ones.
Was there any you didn't use?
One.
Nope.
One.
One what?
Battletoads.
Battletoads. That's a hard one. That's an old Nintendo game.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
That is an obscure one.
Kathy, what do you got?
Well, some of mine were just kind of. I didn't do very
Sorry,
well.
man. It's hard to write the
No,
list.
no. It's good. I got the trampoline jousting. I got the butter side down kind of didn't come out right. I feel like I should only get a half a point for that.
Okay.
That was with the French toast. I didn't quite. I said butter and didn't quite get the three together. Rotten Fruit Parade again. I kind of was trying to do it the vomit.
I'll tell you, I meant that to be making fun of, like, at Disneyland, they have the electric light parade every evening.
Oh, okay.
And I expected somebody to go that way with it.
Oh, okay,
You
okay.
made a right out of it. But
Okay.
yeah, you got it in there.
And Concrete Jungle Cruise, which was part of the Wong girl, Ali Wong. But again, it wasn't that
You
good.
kind of got the idea in there. For me, it was supposed to be like the Jungle Cruise at Disneyland, but
Yeah,
it's the
but it
concrete
didn't quite-
jungle.
Yeah, it didn't quite get through. And I didn't do Swindle the Investors and Jaw Harp Band. That's what I was looking up. I wasn't sure who the Jaw Harp Band was.
A jaw harp band is one of these. Hang on.
Is that what-
man.
Oh, okay. All right.
Got it going on. Oh.
Okay.
Blake, what do you got?
Okay, I was called on Stegosaurus Steaks. Thanks, Kathy.
Yeah. You're welcome.
But I got Thunder Road, The Golden Flute, Bikini Bottom, Gelatin Escape
Easy.
Room,
Yeah, I was almost gonna call.
and The Monarch, plus a few bluff points.
Dean, what'd you get?
Dean, tell us, Dean.
I got fucking hemorrhoids, man. You guys haven't let me wipe my ass in 17 days. How am I supposed to not get hemorrhoids if you don't let me wipe my fucking ass?
Sounds like Dean's doing fine.
Joey, what do you got, man?
All right, well, guess I had an off day. I got called on Vomit Comet and Human Slingshot, and I couldn't fit in any of the others. But got a couple of bluff points and called a couple people
What'd
out.
you have?
I had Smoke from His Fingers,
That's a hard
The Lonely Cubicle,
one. That's a hard one.
Harry Pooter Quit Itch,
Oh my god, that's.
Oh, come on, Harry Potter, quit itching. Harry Pooter, quit itch. It's a cream for hemorrhoids. Dean, there you go, dude. I tried to put it
and glow sticks. I was gonna say something about the glow sticks.
All right,
but
you'll get there.
yeah.
You'll get there. It takes a while.
Blow dicks.
And sometimes we've been on fire, and then we have off weeks and all that. So yeah, you'll get there. All right, man. With a big me. Let's see. I got 2 bluff points. I got the Purple Nurple.
Yeah, I was almost gonna call you that.
I got Adventure Farmer.
Nope, that was good.
I was waiting for somebody to call me on Giant Gophers. But
What? You said you were getting rid of the gophers, I thought. Or is it the beaver?
Gophers, there's
No.
beavers.
I said if I ever use the character Gopher.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Right. Okay.
I think that.
When I do this guy and I'm Gopher, that's different.
Yeah, I think
All right.
we pulled
Hey,
that.
Mr. Gopher.
I got the Salt Mines. Unless you guys want to call that one a half point because it was kind of lame. And I got Velcro Wrestling.
Good job, good job. Well, I thought you would insert it in the middle, and you made such a showcase of that last one. I thought, God, it's got to be the middle one that he just kind of crossed very quickly through. Very good.
So, Kathy, you got a big 7 points.
I did. Wow.
But in this great championshipness that it is, Blake won with 11.
Whoa!
That's pretty huge, man.
Goes all the way to 11.
11.
Goes to 11.
Doesn't usually go to 11.
And there you go, folks. Hopefully next time we'll be coming back with that quest where we're looking for gems and all that with Dean telling us how to do it.
Can't have any.
You can't come out until he actually makes a gem down there.
He's working on it. He's been working on it.
I
for
heard
a
he
long
burns
time.
hot, so it could be fast.
That's right. This has been another episode of the List Game brought to you by
Stanko Vision!